Yeah, Kurt.
Well, how good is it to see the land-based pelagics still on the chew at this time of year? The water's still warm enough, and they're still biting off their heads. So let's get stuck into this week's Boss Outdoor Fishing Report. Well, haven't we seen a great week of fishing? That weather's really calmed down. There's no swell, there's no wind, and the fish have been on the chew. Jamari's been fishing the wharves, and how's those kings he's catching? They are decent sized kings. So you've got to be stoked with that off the local wharves. Been some good long-tailed tuna too. They're still kicking around. That water hasn't cooled down too much yet. We keep thinking these fish are going to be gone next week or gone tomorrow, but they're still there. So if you've got time to get out there and chase some of those longies, get into that. What about that frigate that Sonny caught off the wharf? 50 centimetre frigate. I didn't even know they got that big. That's a beauty. Well done, Sonny. And Kurt and Ads, didn't they have a ball the other day? Went out to chew ahead and chuck some lures. Didn't really matter what they chucked at them. They changed lures all the time and just chucked different things at them. The bonnies were eating everything. So you can get some time to get out there and just chuck a metal is going to be probably your most productive and find the fish. But then you can chuck little stick baits at them and catch them on the top and watch it all happen. Super exciting fishing. With that weather calming down, means the boats can get out there and chase those snapper around. And they haven't disappointed again. It's that time of year where the snapper are just biting off their head. So if you can get out there and get amongst that action, I'd be getting into that. Oh, look who we got over here. Let's shoot to Ando and see if he's been fishing.
What's going on here? G'day folks, you've caught me on my week off. I should be at work actually, but here I am checking out the tides. How low is that tide? It's unbelievable. But I like it because what happens is all the fish come off the flats into the channel and they're all concentrated and supposedly easier to catch. So I like this time of month where you get the new moon. You generally get some really high highs and low lows, and I've been doing a little bit of fishing myself lately. So I've been going out off Long Point, catching some snapper, and it's been pretty good. Been catching some really nice fish, just using soft plastics, the Molex Forkflex, one of my favorites as you know, and also the Daiwa Bait Junkies. I'm a bit of a fan of those too, but I'm just bombing them out in about 30 metres of water out off Long Point, and heaps of bonito out there still. Like every retrieve I was getting a bonito. It was actually pretty fun. Like if you had some light tackle, you could have a ton of fun with those. And even small rat kingfish were out there too, scoffing the plastic. So there's a bit going on out there. And with the super low lows, you just got to be careful coming back in because the run out tide, it's quite turbulent across the bar and quite shallow. But if you time it right, you can get out there and catch some snapper, come up the channel up into the top lake and find yourself fishing in some of those deeper pockets around Robin's Nest or on the southern end down near the Green Oyster Shed. There's some dewies up there, guys. There's some dewies up there, and all you got to do is find a bit of a bust up where all the tail are smashing into the bait fish. Flick a placky in there, and I'm pretty sure you're going to have a good chance of catching one. I went up there straight after snapper fishing the other morning. I think it was on Monday morning, and I got myself a beautiful dewey and a heap of trevally too. So it's pretty cool. How good's Marimbula? Get out there, catch some snapper, up the lake, dewies, trevally. What's not to love? So it's not all about dewies and snapper either, folks. I've been doing a fair bit of beach fishing with my mate Jordan, and up there at Tathra, so many salmon. So we're just throwing hard bodies into the wash and into the gutters, and big salmon, and plenty of them with some pretty good sized tailor in the mix as well. I reckon if you're bait fishing, you'd really hammer it. So given that there's not a lot of swell at the moment, those gutters are quite close to shore. If you had your kids involved and your whole family, like, it'd be so much fun. So if you want to do a bit of beach fishing, maybe head up around Tathra. It's pretty good. I'm sure they're down here too, off Marimbula and Haycock and out here off Tura, but I haven't fished those areas. I've just been sort of going up to Tathra. But beach fishing this time of year, the water's not too cold yet. The fishing's pretty hot. I'm going to throw it back to Leaf. I'm going to go get some lunch. Good to see you all.
Thanks, Buddha. You've nearly done my job for me. Isn't it great to get some inside information like that? We know Buddha's out on the water all the time and he catches so many fish, and he's happy to share that information with everyone. So hopefully we all catch a few more fish. But yeah, that's pretty much the fishing report done and dusted. But But kingies, if you want to go and chase kingies this week in a boat, I'd be heading to Montague. That northerly current is pushing down into the island pretty hard, and we all know that gets the kings firing. So they've seen some pretty good catches up there off Montague, so I'd be doing that if I was chasing them off in a boat. If you're heading out the front here, you're going to catch a bag of snapper. If you want to head way down south and maybe chase some yellowfin, you could possibly get off south of the Cape. There's a big temp break down there. I haven't heard of anyone catching fin off it or anyone even fishing off it yet, but I reckon if you were mad keen and you needed to burn some petrol, you could probably go down there and give it a crack. There has been marlin still out the front. They've been really hard to catch. The bait has pushed back down. We've seen that northerly current come back and pushing down quite strong, so it's pushed that bait down into in front of Merimbula. And the marlin are there. People have been marking them, but not many people catching them. So I guess something will click in a minute and they'll probably start again and have another chew before they head up north. So that's about all we got for you for this week's Boss Outdoor Fishing Report. If there's anything you need to know with the fishing, camping, anything outdoor related, come into Boss Outdoors so we can hook you up.